After all, they had the most powerful army in the world, the largest and most powerful navy in the world. And they were fighting rebels, poorly trained Continentals, untrained militia, farmers, merchants, and backwoodsmen, who they considered nothing more than a damned banditti. General Washington, the American commander, was encamped in Morristown, New Jersey. He had just gone through a terrible winter, much worse than the one at Valley Forge a few years before. The snow was already 6 feet deep on the ground when his men began to build their winter quarters. They didn't have proper clothing. They had very little food or medicine, and they were without pay. Desertion was high. Washington beseeched Congress over and over to send aid, but Congress had nothing to send. He wrote them saying, the only thing holding this army together is its sense of patriotism, and we cannot depend on that cement to last forever. But he managed to land south of Charleston in March, disembarked, gathered more supplies, rounded up more horses, and advanced northward to completely surround and lay siege to the city of Charleston. The city was defended by 5,500 Continental soldiers under the command of General Benjamin Lincoln. And when the British began to shell the city with their cannon, he was compelled to surrender at discretion, and with him the entire Southern American army. All the men, the weapons, supplies, cannon, everything was now in British hands. It was the largest single defeat we suffered in the entire war. Now, Cornwallis was to continue to put down any rebellion found in South Carolina, advance northward, do the same in North Carolina, and then Virginia, Pennsylvania, and then get behind Washington in New Jersey, where Clinton would come out of the city, surround him, and force him to surrender, thus ending the rebellion. That was their plan. Young man, well known in the area, a Presbyterian minister, the name of Reverend Samuel Doak. He stepped up to give us all a message and a prayer. Reverend Doak.
My countrymen, you are about to set out on an expedition which is full of hardship and danger, but one in which the Almighty will attend you. The mother country has her hands upon you, these American colonies, and takes that for which our fathers planted their homes in the wilderness, our liberty. Taxation without representation, and the quartering of soldiers and the homes of our people without their consent are evidence that the crown of England would take from its American subjects the last vestige of freedom. Your brethren across the mountains are crying like Macedonia unto your help. God forbid that you should refuse to hear and answer their call. But the call of your brethren is not all. The other enemy is marching hither to destroy your very homes. Brave men, you are not unacquainted with battle. Already your hands have been taught to war and your fingers to fight. You have wrested these beautiful valleys of the Holston and the Watauga from the hand of the savage. Will you tarry now while the other enemy carries fire and sword to your very doors? No. No, it shall not be. Go forth then in the strength of your manhood to the aid of your brethren, the defense of your liberty, and the protection of your homes, And may the God of justice be with you and give you victory.
Victory!